Greetings, all you shade tree mechanics. This is the left side CV axle that I installed last year, a closeout from Rock Auto. And as you can see, the boots are kind of a joke. I took it in for a quote at a Midas, and they said there was a wheel bearing problem. I also bought this knuckle as a closeout. Now, to be honest, I wiggled it, and I'm not convinced that wheel bearing has failed, but let me cut to the chase. Oh, and also my closeout priced under $10 ball joint for the bottom of the knuckle. Also, the boot failed on that as well. So you get what you pay for. Purpose of this video is to talk about getting that pumpkin to pop out of the side of the transmission. And the hot ticket is probably a pickle fork or a slide hammer with a nice jaw custom made for reaching behind that puppy there and then slide hammer it. But the more I work on my machines and make YouTube videos, the more I feel like my contribution in my age now 62 is to not be in a cold sweat to run out and buy or rent the tool, but to think through the problem and come to a careful solution. So in this case, these press fit. There is a ring here that this pops past, and you have to leverage this out of the side of the gear carrier and the transmission. And I went through a series of tools. Certainly this pry bar is something everybody should have in their kit. This is a air chisel, which I used as a pry bar. I tried grabbing the whole thing with what I call, well, I got a family term that we use. We called it Joe's arm because Joe's so huge and he used that all the time. But that huge channel locks, I was able to grab the whole pumpkin, but really couldn't hit it with the amount of authority necessary to get it to pop. I use these tire irons from motorcycle tire changes, and man, that reached behind and just gave me a nice solid purchase and hit it a couple times and it popped right out. So, you know, tire irons could substitute for buying that pickle fork, or a pickle fork is probably a good investment because they're reasonably priced, or, you know, a slide hammer with that C shape. But here I am, not wanting to run out and drop more money and spend a couple hours back and forth, and with patience I was able to simply reach behind, lever against the transaxle carefully, and pop pretty readily. The big thing was to get the leverage behind and pull straight out rather than diagonally. So when in doubt, take your time and look through your tool set for alternatives. I'll be going with Moog here, and here, and Moog here in my replacement parts. Triple the price, but hopefully with more longevity. This is Clay in Dubuque.